Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Vicky and today I'm going to do a tips and tricks video for you. This is going to be really quick and a simple mod-free way to make your Sims game run a lot quicker and just hopefully not freeze and crash and lag and all that stuff. It will help. So let's just dive straight into it. So number one, my first piece of advice is to close everything down on your computer before you start The Sims. Now, this may sound really obvious, but this is a 2009 game, so please don't expect it to run very well anyway. But if your computer, as you can see, just as an example, I've opened up all this stuff down the bottom here. I've got Word, I've got Excel, I've got Skype, I've got Google, I've got the Sims launcher. If I now try and launch the game now, it is going to struggle more purely because I've got all these other things going on in the background. So first, just close everything down that you've got open. My second step is to go into your options when you're actually in the game and to adjust some of the settings here. So first of all, in the detail settings, if you're struggling with your game performance, I recommend trying to take some of these down a bit. I'm trying to play it on very high settings as I now have a gaming computer. But when I do try and play on my MacBook, which is almost impossible, I have to take everything really low just to make it work. So play around with the settings and don't be too disheartened if you have to put some of those down. Next, we'll go to this third tab, which is the general settings. Enable shop mode. Take that off unless you want pop-ups constantly asking you about things you can buy in the Sims 3 store. Enable lessons. Take the checkbox off unless you do want all the lessons to pop up all the time. These will obviously be extra things that the game is trying to do, and so will slow down your game. Next is disable memories. Now, memories is when everything comes up in the scrapbook of what they've done. It's nice to have, but personally, I never go back in their scrapbooks and see what they've got. So this is just clogging up your game with screenshots and various things that the game is trying to remember for your gameplay. So I disable that. I also turn off the interactive loading screens. If you're not sure what this is, the interactive loading screens are at the beginning where it gives you options to find items and therefore give your family lifetime wishes. It's a nice little thing to have, but again, it will be your game trying to do something that is not necessary. So you can turn that off and that will help. And the last thing in the settings I suggest is going to online and taking off anything where you're connected online. I always play completely offline. Again, it's just something else for your game to deal with and think about whilst you're trying to play. So the next thing I suggest is to go through your Sims inventory and clean out anything you don't want. So you can see here, we've ended up accumulating all sorts of stuff. We've got dirty clothes, old newspapers, a gnome, a guitar, seeds, berries, books, cameras, bugs, junk. It's just so much stuff in here. So if you don't need stuff like this junk, just sell it. Oh, by the way, you can sell the whole thing. If you drag this little corner icon here, you can sell the whole thing. It's just a lot quicker. So I would suggest regularly cleaning out your inventory, and that also goes with the family inventory as well. Oh my gosh, yeah, look, we've ended up accumulating. I think that's because he did some dumpster diving. We've ended up with all sorts of stuff in here. So either put it in the house or just get rid of it because it's something else for your game to think about. Now, this is something I really recommend. If you keep saving your game over and over and over, your game file is going to get bloated, it's going to get big, it's going to really struggle, and basically that file is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But obviously you need to save your game. So when you go into save, I go into save as. This is really important. If you keep playing save over and over, it's going to make your game so slow. Go into save as and then always save it as something different. So I don't know why this was my last one, so I must have accidentally put a plus on it. So I would just save it as Sunset Valley Goodbyes 1. At the night time of the sim, I would then save it as Sunset Valley Goodbyes 2, and so on. And then every new sim day, I have a new save file. It's going to be small, and then I can just go back and delete all the other ones. This is also a really good practice. If something happens with your save file and for some reason it gets corrupted, you have a previous version, hopefully not too far back, that you can go to and pick up. So this is a really, really, really good top tip for you. And my final tip is clearing the caches and your junk files at the end of every play. I do this religiously because I want to make sure all the crap is out of my files. So you want to navigate to wherever your main Sims document is on your computer. If you're on a PC, it's likely to be here, Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 3. If you're on a Mac, it's likely to be in your Documents file somewhere. Probably the same. I think mine on my Mac is Documents, Electronic Arts and Sims 3 as well. Just don't go into program files or applications, because that will be the wrong folder. You want this folder here. And then in here, you've got loads of files that are really safe to delete. I have done, oh my gosh, I mean, look at all of this lot. This is just ridiculous. 2,000 items in this one. I obviously haven't done this religiously this time round, have I? So I have a whole another video if you don't know which files are safe to delete, and I'll link it down below. But I highly recommend going in and deleting all your crap files that you don't need, and your game will open and run so much quicker. I hope that's been helpful for you. I really hope that makes your game run quicker, better, and stay tuned for more top tip videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, and if you could subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to hit the bell icon, you'll receive updates of when I upload a new video. And obviously, please share with your friends if you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.